Well, these yummy lemon sweet rolls. All I did was take the cinnamon roll recipe and created these yummy lemon sweet cream cheese rolls. You have to try it. Stick around and I'll show you how I made these sweet treats. First off, let's make the dough. We start with 3/4 cup of warm milk, and I used a thermometer to make sure I got to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I used 1 packet of instant yeast, which is also 2 1/4 teaspoon, and I let that sit for about 10 minutes just so it could get that consistency. You want to get that yeast activated and foamy. So next we're going to add 1/4 cup of melted butter. We're going to incorporate that. Then we're going to add our 3 cups of flour. Let's not forget our sugar. 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 egg yolk. And we're going to stir that up. This is how we activate our dough. So once we have all our ingredients combined, we are going to place that in a lightly oiled bowl, cover, and let rise for 1 to 2 hours until the size has doubled. Ooh, let's not forget our salt. 3/4 teaspoon of salt needs to be added. And I only had 1/4 teaspoon, so I did this 3 times. Before I let our dough sit and rise, we're going to knead this for 8 to 10 minutes. We're going to make sure that we incorporate all those ingredients and stretch that dough until it's smooth and elastic. All right, once we do that, we're going to cover, set to the side, and do our sweets. My mom makes homemade vanilla, and I'm so excited to use it in this recipe. Okay, off to make the cream cheese filling. In a medium bowl, we're going to beat our 8 ounce of cream cheese that's already softened in butter until creamy. Then we're going to add our sweetness. We're going to add sugar, lemon zest, juice, that homemade vanilla, and salt. We're going to beat that until it's smooth. Once the dough has risen, we're going to roll it out, and then we're going to add this filling inside, and it's so lemony and yummy. And here's our dough. Look how it has grown, and that's exactly how you want it to look. All right, so I use parchment paper as my board to stretch out my dough. So if you have parchment paper, it'll be perfect. We're going to add a little bit of flour just to get it nice and flexible for us so we can easily maneuver it or stretch it, I should say. If you're like me, this is the part that I look forward to. This is where the creativeness, the art comes in. So we're going to add our filling. I usually go to the curds, but you want to be careful to not make it too thick, because when I was rolling it up, it was so much cream. But when you cook it, oh my gosh, it kind of seeps into the dough and it gives it that nice, yummy, sweet taste. So you decide how you want it, but I will probably go a little bit lighter next time on the cream base. If you know how to make cinnamon rolls, you know there's so many ways you can cut it up. I chose to use a pizza cutter, but you can also use food thread, and however you choose to make them, as long as you cut them up and they have the same style, you're on the right path. Okay, once you finish cutting up your cinnamon rolls, or in this case, sweet rolls, we're going to add heavy whipping cream. And this is going to make your cinnamon rolls so creamy. Not to mention, it's going to create this yummy custard in the bottom of your pan that is to die for. But this is the time for you to do that second rise and bake. Once you add your cinnamon rolls to the pan, we're going to let that sit for another 30 to 45 minutes as they'll grow a little bit more. And while you're doing that, you're going to make your lemon cream frosting. Let's whip our cold, heavy cream until soft peaks form. That's 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. All right, So now the cinnamon rolls or lemon sweet rolls are ready. I just can't tell you how amazingly delicious these smelled when they came out. And not to mention the frosting was so good. I have to say this. I rushed because it smelled so good and the frosting was delicious. I couldn't wait to pour this on. And because of that, they were still a little bit warm. But boy, were they good. I really, truly hope you get a chance to make these. If you do, let me know, because I was really thinking about adding strawberry next time.